When one of the best-selling SUVs in North America gets a significant reboot, folks take notice. The Honda CRV may not be as glamorous as a new sports car or a hot-blooded supercar, but it officially enters its 6th generation with this, the 2023 model. A rugged exterior upgrade hides a refined interior with hybrid powertrain taking a larger role beneath the skin. Kia's oldest nameplate goes from one of the smallest compact SUVs, expanding in every dimension to be far more family-friendly. Meanwhile, the interior is better looking, better made, and packed with Kia's latest excellent tech. But just which one should you get? Let's find out. I could accuse the Kia Sportage of being a cold, calculated approach to the segment. It's one of the longest, it has the most space, its price is low, etc, etc. More than a mere numbers game, the Sportage pairs smart, practical features with an efficient hybrid powertrain to make it one of the top choices. The 2023 edition of the Sportage certainly cannot be accused of blending in. The styling is striking, a squinty front end advancing Kia's Tiger nose styling for a new era. The LED daytime running lights dominate the front end, separating the main headlight from the larger grille. The rear end treatment has hints of the brand's EV6 electric crossover. A strong rear shoulder and the tapering glass section visually stretch the Sportage's profile, but make no mistake, at 183.5 inches long, it's one of the largest offerings in the class. I must admit, it isn't a look for everyone, but I'm happy to see Kia taking a chance in a segment that's long been plagued by same styling. The 2023 CRV's new face still looks distinctly like a CRV. Honda's design team has kept the wide headlights look of the previous model, but with a larger mesh grille that adds a rugged flavor shared with the Ridgeline pickup truck. The upmarket Sport and Sport Touring hybrid models also get more aggressive front and rear fascias. Honda didn't simply upgrade body panels for a beefier appearance. The new CRV is 2.7 inches longer and nearly half an inch wider than its predecessor. It rides on a wheelbase that's 1.6 inches longer, and while that doesn't sound like much, the changes make the 6th generation CRV the largest of them all. Jumping inside, as forward-thinking as the Sportage's exterior is, the cabin design matches it. The dashboard is an angular space with big air vents serving as sculptural focus points. Material quality is mostly great and beats that of its twin brother, the Hyundai Tucson. The worst spots are the rear door panels, which feel a little cheap, and the expansive piano black in the center console is guaranteed to stay clean for about half a second too. If you are going hybrid, the standard seating is black cloth with 3 synthetic leather options in the US, including the gray, navy, and white combo you see here. Front passengers enjoy plenty of room, and the large panoramic moonroof lets in lots of light. The second row is one of the more spacious in the class, matching the front's available headroom and giving up just 1/10 of an inch for legroom. The curved twin-screen setup in the Sportage wows. The central 12.3-inch screen covers main infotainment duties, while the configurable panel in front of the driver handles the instrument panel. The latter is easy to read and offers a good amount of pertinent info at a glance. We don't have many qualms with the current Kia infotainment system, though the main menu logos can be hard to read without pulling your eyes off the road. The color scheme looks cool, but it's not the most practical. While the swappable climate and audio control panel is confusing at first, at least it has physical rotary knobs. The Sportage earns bonus points for its smart USB-C ports located on the front seat backs for easy access. With a whole new exterior comes a whole new interior, or at least new to the CRV. If you've been in a new Civic, its layout and design will look extremely familiar. It's also very similar to the also new HRV. Fortunately, it's a very good interior. The look is clean and uncomplicated. The dash is also low and aids in both visibility and making the cab feel spacious. All the switchgear feels high quality with tight, solid action, whether it's a turn signal stalk or the highly welcome climate control dials. Though there are many plastics, they have attractive finishes and patterns. It's not quite up to the premium feel of the Mazda CX-5 or CX-50, but it's comparable to Kia Sportage or Hyundai Tucson. It's also much nicer than what you will find in a Ford Escape or Chevy Equinox. As for instruments and infotainment, the CRV features an analog speedometer combined with a 7-inch screen that can display the tachometer and other information. The standard infotainment display is a 7-inch touchscreen that can use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. On the higher EXL and Sport Touring trims, the CRV gets a larger 9-inch touchscreen and is capable of wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a system that's actually really nice to use. A bone stock Sportage LX front-wheel drive ranks in ever so slightly at $27,300 including destination. The gas-only lineup progresses through the EX at $29,300, X-Line at $32,000, SX at $32,800, SX Prestige $34,800, X Pro $36,300, and X Pro Prestige at $38,000. The X-Line and X Pro models include all-wheel drives as standard. For the others, it's $1,800 to upgrade, and on the LX, that also adds heated seats and side mirrors. The Sportage Hybrid lineup, like the Tucson Hybrid, consists of 3 models. The Hybrid LX front-wheel drive is the most affordable hybrid of them all, at $28,600. Enough of a gap to even add all-wheel drive and still undercut the Tucson Hybrid Blue. The Hybrid EX at $32,300 includes all-wheel drive as standard, as does the Hybrid SX Prestige at $37,500. For those keeping track, that makes it just $900 more than a Sportage SX Prestige all-wheel drive. As far as pricing goes, Honda dropped the LX trim from the CRV lineup, making the EX the entry-level model for 2023. This comes with a price increase as Honda has released the pricing information for the redesigned compact crossover. It will start at a whopping $32,300, up from $28,000 starting cost of the 2022 CRV LX. The entry-level EX trim is available with either front-wheel or all-wheel drive, with the all-wheel drive starting at $33,800. The two trims get their power from Honda's 1.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, which pairs with a CVT transmission. It produces 190 horsepower and 179 pound-feet of torque. Finally, we come to the driving experience. On the road, there is a grown-up feel to how the Sportage moves, swallowing up bumps while maintaining a flat stance. While comfortable and it has enough handling chops to feel positive and composed down a twisty road, it's not a sports car, of course, but it sits much closer to the likes of the Mazda CX-5 than the class average. Steering feel is light, of course, as expected. The positive feelings continue with the hybrid powertrain. The 1.6-liter Turbo 4 and electric motor combine for an above-average 227 horsepower, plus a thick slug of instant access torque right down low. The result is a car that feels genuinely quick when you ask it to be, and a quiet, efficient ride in the city. We are talking an even 38 mpg across all measures with the all-wheel drive model. American buyers can even have the option of sticking to front-wheel drives, which ekes out a few more precious mpgs. The CRV, on the other hand, uses a turbocharged 1.5-liter inline-4, which still makes 190 horsepower and 179 pound-feet of torque. Its continuously variable transmission does a better job at simulating a normal automatic gear change. But the CRV still feels a bit sluggish around town. The powertrain is quieter overall at least, and its 30 mpg combined fuel economy rating seems easy to beat. However those numbers look, they can't capture just how much better the on-road experience is in the Honda versus nearly all of its competitive set. Whether you compare it to the aforementioned RAV4, Kia's new Sportage Hybrid, or the VW Tiguan, it just shines above them all. Here is the long and short of it. With the exception of the hybrid version of the Kia Sportage, the CRV is the easy choice from a driving perspective. Every brand's compact CUV has some kind of competitive IP, a bit more space, more power, slightly better NVH, a bit more space, more power, slightly better NVH, etc. But as an all-around proposition, Honda really has nailed this. In conclusion, despite its higher price, I believe the CRV to be the better SUV here. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on notifications for the latest car reviews and news. And until the next video, see you later.